Warning, I say a lot of bad words. Nachomane. It's the year 1996. Before we had Rocky Maivia, we had Flex Kavana.
Making his very first appearance here in the USWA from the islands of Hawaii. Here is Flex Kavana!
The Rock said that he wanted to blaze his own path, so he chose the name Flex Kavana. Me personally, I don't like the name. It sounds way too 90s for me. This is The Rock's first ever TV match. He teamed up with Brian Christopher to go up against Bill Dundee and Jerry Lawler.
Real quick before we get this match started, I just wanted to come over here and introduce you, and introduce Lance, and introduce all the fans to this man right here. This is Flex Kavana, baby! Oh, yeah! Now get ready! Jerry Lawler, Bill Dundee, I heard what you said. This man heard what you said. You said that you make up for the lack of big muscles with your ability. Will you make up for the lack of big muscles with your big fat mouths? And me and Flex are gonna shut them for you today, and we're walking out of here the new USWA Tag Team Champions.
You know, it's as simple as this. It's very short, quick, and simple. We're very naughty by nature, and we're very violent by decision. You know what? I'm done talking. Get ready, because here we come.
This is a funny tag team right here. They're the Flex and Sex. The Rock was in Memphis for like 3 months before he went to WWF. It's kind of cool seeing this match and watching how The Rock became who he is today. The Rock is one of my top 5 favorites of all time, besides Nachomane, Booker T, Bret Hart, and Shawn Michaels. He went from being Flex Kavana to teaming up with a heel John Cena. That shit crazy. Flex and Brian lock in a double abdominal stretch, but the match ends in the DQ.
A double abdominal stretch on Dundee and Lawler. And the referee clobbered by Dundee. Bill rushed down on the deck while Christopher and Kavana holding on to the abdominal stretches. Dundee reached out, Dave, and just hammered him with that left hand.
That's one of those things we were talking about. Dundee did that on purpose. That's going to get him disqualified. These guys are in danger of losing the match right here. He nails the referee. That's a DQ. So Lawler and Dundee are going to keep the belts on the disqualification.
What a interesting debut that was. For that being his first ever TV match, I thought it was pretty good. Flex Kavana gets a new tag team partner, and his name is Bart Sawyer.
Now, I got a partner I can trust. Big Flex, the man with the plan. Don't count us out. We're coming for the belt. Ain't that right, Flex?
That's right, Bart, man. You know, this Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum, it's going to be Big Dark and Pretty himself, Flex Kavana, and the Bart man together once again. And I promise, all you tag teams, you better get ready for the time of your life. Because here we come.
On the TV show Young Rock, they skipped over Bart Sawyer being his tag team partner. I don't understand why they did that, because they won the tag team belts 2 times.
The other half of the USWA Tag Team Champion. Here comes Bart Sawyer. Top of DQ. Sawyer comes flying down. 2, 3, that's it. USWA Tag Team Champion. Looking good in good fashion. Sawyer and Kavana.
And they get the victory in the non-title match here today. Everything they did looked good today.
Bart and Flex had a feud against Jerry and Bill Dundee. I can't find all the footage, but they was taking turns holding the tag team titles. On Cage Match, it say both of the teams were holding the belts for like 7 days. After that, they lost the tag team titles to Brickhouse Brown and Reggie B. Fine.
I know that Sawyer and Kavana are unhappy. Look,
we're going to take care of them right now. But I know one thing. There's a conspiracy going on around here. You got us against the Moondogs. I ain't going to lie. I'm scared of the Moondogs, and I'm very dangerous when I'm scared.
better be scared of the Moondogs.
They was going to have a non-title match, but instead it turns into a brawl. For some reason, they get DQ'd even though the match didn't even start yet. After this, Bart and Flex never won the tag team titles again. The Moondogs come in and they start kicking some ass. When it comes to Memphis wrestling, you never know what's going to happen.
Can or a broom or who knows what, and they go after Reggie B. Fine and Brickhouse Brown.
Flex Kavana's last ever match is against Jerry Lawler.
When told me earlier this week that I was going to wrestle Jerry the King Lawler, I did a little thinking, Dave. And I thought to myself, well, you know what? Week in and week out, whether it's here in the USWA or whether it's Monday Night Raw with the WWF, Jerry Lawler is always running his mouth. Well, I thought about it, Dave, and you know what? If Jerry Lawler says that he's half the man he thinks he is, then he'll give me a title shot. He'll give me a unified world title shot right here Saturday morning on TV, right in front of all the good people of the USWA.
Well, I'd love to have that. I don't know if he'll do it. I mean, this match is signed as a non-title match, so I don't know if he's not always that easy to convince, and I'm sure the promoters would like time to promote the title match and all of that. But it sounds like a wonderful idea if he would agree to it. Here he is right here, the King.
Well, well, well. We got Flex Kavana out here trying to play a little mind game with the King. Trying to make a few little witty comments. I understand he spends half his time trying to be witty. That makes him a half-wit, right? Let me tell you something, Flex. You know, I was playing mind games with people like you probably when you were still wearing diapers. So let me tell you, you're not going to be able to get one up on the King and get me to fall for your little trick of putting my title at stake when you got nothing at stake. See, that means I got everything to lose and nothing to gain, right? Am I right or wrong, huh?
That's right.
All right. Hey. So I'll tell you what I will do. I like you, Flex. Good-looking young guy, got a lot of potential. I'd lose the shades, but other than that, I'll do it. I'll go ahead and make this match we're fixing to have a unified World Heavyweight Championship match right here on television today under one condition. Under one condition. Flex. Flex. Come back, Flex. Lassie, come home. Flex, under one condition. If you win, you leave here with this belt and you're the champion.
Sounds good. Championship match.
But, if I win, you just leave here. Get it? You leave here with no belt. I mean, you leave and you don't come back. You leave the USWA, and then I don't have to worry about punks like you trying to trick me out of my title anymore. Come on. Oh, Flex, look. You're a big confident man a few minutes ago. You're going to win a world title.
Flex, I mean, it's a title match. Maybe it's another title match down the road for you here without such a stipulation. You look, because you lose, you're out of here. That's...
You know what, Dave? Success is all about opportunity. This is my opportunity right here, right now. Let's do it.
Oh, wait a minute now. Let's get this straight. You win, you're the champion. But if I win, you're out of here. You are out of town. You are gone. History. Arrivederci. So long. Sayonara, right? You got that? You're gone.
I've got it.
Well, the match is done. All right, let's go. Let's go to the ring.
The Young Rock episode of this is so different. For most of this, Scott was interfering in his match. He kept on grabbing on Kavana's trunks. Bart comes out to help Flex win the match. Flex went for a pin, but the referee got distracted and went outside. Jerry wins with the power driver, and now Flex Kavana has to leave USWA.
Kavana had Lawler, and the King nailed Flex
Lawler
Kavana.
nailed him.
Oh, he set
He's
him
got a
up
power
in.
driver. He got
Pile drive, Flex Kavana. He's got him covered. Bruno's in there.
1, 2.
Oh, no.
Kavana's gone. We got to go. We'll see you next week. Until then, for Corey Macklin, I'm Dave Brown. So long, everybody.
The Rock will go back to Memphis a couple of times. Here's him at Power Pro Wrestling.
I got with me none other than The Rock and Rock Tomorrow. God, this is going to be one of the biggest matches of your career. I mean, Armageddon, what could be bigger than that?
Well, you know, King, The Rock says it's really hard to talk about Armageddon. It's hard to talk about the other guys. Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rikishi, Triple H. It's hard to talk about those guys in that match to Hell in a Cell when The Rock realizes we're on Channel 5. Memphis TV.
Right, we are, but I mean, you know...
Well, as big as that is, this to The Rock has to be bigger because this is where The Rock started.
That's true.
Well, you know that. The Rock started down there, laying the smackdown on everybody. Who is it? Corey Brown and Dave Macklin and all those guys.
Well, wait a minute. Corey Macklin and Dave Brown.
It doesn't matter what their names are. Jabronis to The Rock.
Jabronis, but you know what? You're right. A lot of people, every week, somebody in Memphis comes up to me and says, man, The Rock's doing great, but he really got to start right here in Memphis. I mean,
The Rock started down there in Memphis, right there on Beale Street.
And
The
Bill
Rock
Dundee.
did it all.
What about Bill Dundee? He's a commissioner here now.
Bill Dundee's a commissioner.
The commissioner.
Is he
Power
keeping
Pro
everybody
Wrestling.
in line?
Well, of course he tries to. He throws his weight around quite well, and of course Randy Hales is still running around here like.
I ain't got Randy Hales. He's not down there, is he?
Oh yeah,
He's got to be what, 89 by about now?
I think he's 91 or something.
He's 91?
But Randy's doing fine. But listen, it's great to have you back. But now, no kidding. Tomorrow, pay-per-view. That's the only way people in Memphis are going to be able to see this thing. Hell in a Cell. There's never been a match like this ever in the history of the WWF.
No, the immensity of this match, King, as you know, being in thousands of matches yourselves, hasn't gotten any bigger than this. It's with all these guys and all these forces coming together and meeting, and of course the most electrifying man in sports entertainment is going to go out there and do his thing and try to lay the smack down as best he can on all those guys, and it's going to be one hell of a match, guaranteed.
And we'd like, everybody in Memphis, I'm sure, would like, even though there are a lot of Stone Cold Steve Austin fans, but I think they'd like to see The Rock back as the WWF champion.
Well, there are a lot of Stone Cold Steve Austin fans everywhere, but just so happens to be, there are Stone Cold Steve Austin fans. If you're a Stone Cold fan, coincidentally, a lot of times you're a Rock fan too. You've got two unbeatables who just have to come together, and they'll probably come together tomorrow night.
I'm looking forward to it. The Rock, back in Memphis. It's great. Thanks, Rob.
Anytime, King.
The Rock also had a match against Brian Christopher at Power Pro, but I can't find a full match though. Damn, that's crazy. But anyways, if you followed the video, hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Nachomane out.